Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Today in History, and happy 4th of July, 2022. That's right, Today in History, July 4th. Now, there were many historical events that happened in the world today on Independence Day. The most famous event occurred in 1776. In a historic session on that day, the Continental Congress accepted, with minor amendments, the Declaration of Independence, written by future President Thomas Jefferson under the instructions of a five-member committee. Although Congress voted 2 days earlier to declare independence, the Declaration passed today formally severs American links with Britain. It has come about largely as a result of the War of Independence, which has raged for over a year. And that's the reason why we celebrate 4th of July. And so July 4th is basically America's birthday. But keep in mind, when America got its independence, everything was initially a colony at first. And America started off with 13 colonies, which became the first 13 states of the Union. And now, of course, there are 50 states. And and some other famous events that happened today. 1881, Billy the Kid was assassinated. And another interesting fact we have today, 3 presidents died today in history. That's right, 3 presidents, including 2 on the same day. Which brings us to 1826. On that day, 2 former presidents died, Thomas Jefferson and John Adams. Coincidentally, both men died on July 4th, 1826, the 50th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. Thomas Jefferson, America's 3rd president, died at around 12:30 that day from a disease called uremia, a disease in which there is a high amount of waste products in the blood. Jefferson was 83, and Adams died 6 hours later from congestive heart failure at the age of 90. Ironically, Adams's last words were, "Thomas Jefferson survives." Thomas Jefferson did not survive. He died first, and then Adams died. Also, exactly 5 years later was the death of James Monroe, the last founding father president. America's 5th president died in 1831 from tuberculosis and heart failure at the age of 73. Now, James Monroe was the last founding father president, but he was not the last surviving founding father. The last surviving founding father was actually America's 4th president, James Madison, who died almost 5 years later on June 28th, 1836. Madison outlived all of the other founding fathers when he died from congestive heart failure at the age of 85. A long life for back then. But some other famous events that happened today. 1876 was the 100th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. 1976, the bicentennial celebration. And also another famous event that happened today in history. 1960, America got its 50-star American flag. And of course, the 50th star was added to the Union on the 4th of July following the admission of Hawaii as the 50th state on August 28th. Hawaii became America's 50th state on August 21st, 1959, and was officially added to the flag on the 4th of July, 1960. We've had this flag ever since then. Hawaii, of course, is nicknamed the Aloha State. Aloha is an expression in Hawaii that expresses love and friendship, and its capital is Honolulu, located on the islands of the Pacific Ocean. And now for some birthdays. The first birthday we have is Louis B. Mayer, who was the co-founder of MGM. He was born on this day in 1885. MGM is a very famous movie studio. They made many great movies such as The Wizard of Oz and Child's Play, and were also the original creators and producers of the classic Tom and Jerry cartoons. Another birthday we have today is Louis Armstrong, the legendary American jazz musician who was born on this day in 1900. And we also have a president's birthday today, and it's Calvin Coolidge, or Silent Cal, as he was nicknamed. Calvin Coolidge served as America's 30th president. He took taking over the role of president following the sudden death of Warren G. Harding. Coolidge served as president from 1923 until 1929. And at the end, after 6 years in office, he chose not to run for another term, as he felt that 4 more years in office would be too long. Coolidge was a New Englander, born and raised in Vermont, and after he was president, he retired to Massachusetts. Calvin Coolidge died suddenly in early 1933, nearly 4 years after leaving the White House, from a heart disease called coronary thrombosis at the age of only 60. Coolidge is buried in his birthplace and original hometown of Plymouth, Vermont. Coolidge was married to Grace Goodhue, and the couple had 2 sons, John and Calvin Jr. Of those 2, Calvin Jr. died young. John, on the other hand, lived a much longer life, living to age 93. And the last birthday we have today is Malia Obama. Malia Obama is the oldest of 2 daughters of President Barack Obama and his wife Michelle. The other one is Sasha. And Sasha turned 21 recently. Malia is 24 today. Barack Obama, of course, served as America's 44th president from 2009 to 2017. And of course, he was also America's first African-American president. And that's it. That's all for today in history. Hope everyone has a fantastic 4th of July. I hope you have fun. Hope you make lots of good food, whether it's an American flag cake, egg, Jell-O, barbecue, hamburgers and hot dogs, pie, anything like that. Enjoy your day. Hey, and also, I hope you like my Hawaiian shirt. This is a new Hawaiian shirt, which I will be talking more about when I do a review of this shirt on Thursday. Hey, happy 4th of July, and I'll see you next time.